Welcome to Talking Crew, an unofficial Motley Crue podcast. I'm your host, Kevin Humphrey, where I talk all things in the world of Motley Crue. This is episode 35 this week. Motley Crue's live Buenos Aires, Argentina 2008 review. But first, this week in Motley news, quite a lot of it. John Five showed off a new guitar that he says he may take out on the road for this Motley Crue 2024 tour. It's actually see-through, and it has like this green-looking slime, and it kind of moves around when he moves the guitar. And plus, it glows in the dark, so it really looks absolutely awesome. I hope he brings this on tour so I can see it, what it looks like when he actually plays it. John Five's also selling those little mini guitar collectors things at john5store.com. I'm actually thinking about grabbing me a couple of these, so check that out as well as he's took part in classicrockhistory.com for his top 10 albums that changed his life. A great list. I will post the link in it in the comment section down below. So definitely check this out. It's a great read as well. You'll kind of be surprised and not really surprised on some of these albums if you've followed John Five. John Corabi's in the news. He and the Daisies are celebrating the last decade with Resurrected Volume 1 on streaming devices, and it's also, you can listen to it at deaddaisies.com, so definitely go check that out as well. Nikki Sixx is in the news. He tweeted, press and rehearsals are coming up soon. Looking forward to doing the 20 shows this year. Someone asked him after he said this, what about the new music? And he said, oh, wait, I forgot to mention that, didn't I? With some laughing faces. He also tweeted a post that says, not long now, showing an ear and a speaker. Then late last night, he did Act 6, and somebody asked him about the new music, and he said it will be sometime this coming week. So when it does get released, I will do a bonus episode on this, and I cannot wait for this. Also, a reminder, this Saturday is Record Store Day. Motley Crue will take part of it. They are releasing Supersonic and Demonic Relics for the first time on vinyl. It's double vinyl, and if I can get my hands on one tomorrow, meaning Saturday, I will do a bonus video on that as well. So stay tuned, and good luck. Go find you one. And last but definitely not least, in Motley News, Vince Neil will do a co-headlining show with singer of Poison Bret Michaels Thursday, September the 19th in Highland, California at the Yamaha Casino and Resort. I'm pretty sure I probably butchered that. That is YAAMAVA. So yeah, go get your tickets for that, because I looked it up just to see how much tickets was for this. It's actually $40. I mean, that's basically $20 for Bret and $20 for Vince. And if Bret does the Poison songs like he should, and of course we know Vince and his solo band's going to do Motley Crue stuff and maybe one song from his solo career, that's going to be absolutely freaking amazing. So if you live in or around Highland, California, get your tickets for this. Film it. Post it on YouTube so I can watch it. Alright, other than that, that's it in Motley News. Like I said, it's quite busy. Great time to be a Motley Crue fan right now. You got the 2024 tour starting up in a couple of weeks. A new song coming out next week. Supersonic Demonics at Record Store Day. John Corabi's celebrating with the Dead Daisies. Yeah, all kinds of stuff happening. It's absolutely awesome. So that's it in Motley news. So let's get right into this. This is episode 35, Motley Crue's live at Buenos Aires, Argentina, 2008 review. On this week's episode, I'm going to stay on the Saints of Los Angeles tour. I talked about Crue Fest, which was last week's episode, which was the beginning of the Saints of Los Angeles tour. That was last week's episode, episode 34, and it was in Toronto, Canada. So this week, I'm going to talk about a show they did in South America. This is the first time Motley Crue ever played there. And you can tell when you watch this show. If you have never seen it, you need to check it out. And I'll post it in the comments section here. I'll post it on Talking Crue as well, Facebook page, so you can watch this. This is amazing. Just listen to this review. So, but first, let's go some info and facts. The show was part of an annual festival held in Buenos Aires, Argentina. It's called, since 2003, it's called the Pepsi Music Festival. And yes, it's sponsored by Pepsi Cola. The festival that I'm talking about is a festival in 2008. Took place from September the 26th through October the 15th of 2008. The Motley show was on October the 11th, 2008. Other bands that took part of this festival, I just jotted down a few names. Nine Inch Nails, Stone Temple Pilots, The Cult, I love The Cult, The Hives, and the Dave Matthews Band. Now, this show that Motley does is, they are the headliner on this particular night. They play an hour and 45 minutes. Now, I'm going to talk about the stage. It's basically the same stage that they used at Crue Fest, the Crue Fest tour, and would use later on during the Saints of Los Angeles Arena tour in the U.S. and Canada. But there are some changes. They're using 3 video screens that are behind Tommy. There is no pyro. There is no fire. It's just straight ahead rock and roll energy. And yeah, they feed off the crowd. You'll hear me talk about that a lot. Okay, so now let's talk about the show. The camera kind of pans out and starts viewing the crowd, which is a sea of crowd. I mean, you can't even tell where it ends. I was doing a little research on this. According to what I read, there was close to 200,000 fans to see Motley Crue that night. Now, as the camera's panning around at the crowd, AC/DC's song Hell's Bells is playing. Before the band takes the stage, the crowd's even actually singing along. The camera, then the lights go out, and the intro, like at Crue Fest, starts, which is the preacher saying rock and roll is the devil music, and so on and so forth. And then the lights come on, and the band's already on stage. Mick Mars starts the opening riff, and song number 1 is Kickstart My Heart. The band's energy is incredible. This song is so good live. Crowd going absolutely crazy. They're bouncing up and down in unison. It is freaking awesome. And I think it surprises them, meaning the band, because I don't think they knew what to expect. You know, I'm pretty sure they were probably like, yeah, we got some fans in South America, but I don't think they were expecting this. As the song goes along, you can see it. Tommy, Vince, and Nikki are all smiling from ear to ear. They cannot believe what they are seeing. So after that song, they go into song number 2, and that is Wild Side. So it just kicks right in. The crowd's reaction as soon as this starts is amazing, jumping up and down some more and singing along. This song is absolutely amazing live. Then they go into song number 3, and that's Shout at the Devil. They go right into this one as well, classic live Crue. The crowd all together with their fists in the air with the shout. It's just, you have to see this. This is incredible. Song number 4 is Saints of Los Angeles. Vince welcomes the crowd and says, "We have finally made it," and intros the song. Awesome song live. It's still in the set list as today. Uh, at the end, the crowd sings the last part of the song when Vince kind of cuts it off and the crowd sings Saints of Los Angeles. Then Mick does this guitar solo, really cool solo. Even he plays some Jimi Hendrix riffs with Tommy playing along on the drums. Sorry, there's my notes. And then they go right into song number 5, and that is Live Wire, the Icons song. Absolutely awesome live, crowd singing along, and it starts raining. And I'm not talking like sprinkle, I'm talking like pour down rain. And nobody in the crowd leaves. In fact, it fuels them more. They want more Motley. And by the end of this song, Nikki, Tommy, and Vince are soaked from head to toe. Mick's not wet because he had this top hat on. So he was kind of safe from the rain. Although I'm pretty sure he got some on his guitar. But yeah, they are drenched by this point. Song number 6 is Sick Love Song. Vince introduces this one, and the band and crowd, like I said, are soaked by this point. Amazing song live. It's so good. It's a great version on this. Then, here's where they kind of changed the set list up from Crue Fest to this. Song number 7 is Louder Than Hell. Vince introduces this one. Love this song live. I hope this one comes back into the set list. Louder Than Hell. I love this song live. Great crowd reaction as well on this one. Then there's Tommy's drum solo. Sorta. Tommy comes out to the stage ramp at the very end with a bottle of Jägermeister and shares it with the crowd. He pours some in little cups and he kind of tosses it out into the crowd. He tries to talk because he has that headset microphone. Because of all the rain, it shorts out. So Tommy's asking for a microphone. It takes a good little few minutes before a roadie actually runs out there and hands him one. But then he actually says thank you to the crowd. Then he runs back to the drums and does a little bit of a drum solo with the crowd singing along. It's freaking amazing. Argentina fans rock. You guys rock. Everybody in South America rocks. Mexico. Every time I watch a Motley Crue out of the States or actually Canada and the U.S., Australia, Europe, everybody's just absolutely insane. It's awesome. But yeah, they're singing along to some kind of chant, and Tommy's playing the drums to it. It's freaking awesome. Song number 8 is MNFer of the Year. Starts right in. Again, it works so good live. I love it. Here's another one I'd love for him to bring back into the set list for this tour. Song number 9 is Don't Go Away Mad, Just Go Away. Vince gets this one, gets his guitar and mic stand and plays. And then he asks the crowd if they know it, and of course a roar of the crowd meaning yes. Then he starts singing and the microphone goes out. Again, kind of like Tommy's headset microphone. It just stops. But here's the thing. The crowd sings it. In fact, they're louder than the band, which is incredible. Freaking insane. Bouncing through the entire song. Love this song live. Absolutely fantastic. This is insane. Like I told you, this show, when I watched it a few years ago, I could not believe it. It was incredible. Song number 10 is Same Old Situation. They go right into this one. Absolutely amazing live as always. Crowd singing along and jumping up and down. Then we get into song number 11. That is Primal Scream. Nicky comes out with the Argentina flag, and then he introduces this song. Love this song live. Absolutely awesome. And then here's another change that they did, and that is song number 12, and that is Red Hot. They go right into this one. Incredible live. Absolutely amazing. Classic Crew live, as always. Awesome, 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 awesome. After the song, Vince introduces the band because this is the first time they've been not only in Argentina or South America itself. So Vince introduces Mick, Nicky, and Tommy, and then Tommy gets Vince's microphone and introduces Vince. Then they go into song number 13, and that is Looks That Kill. Vince and Tommy gets the crowd clapping, and then they go right into the song. As always, incredible live, classic Crew. Again, Vince's microphone has problems throughout this song, but it doesn't take away from anything. That's the thing. You can tell they were like, oh crap, but they just kept going. Song number 14 is Girls, Girls, Girls. Vince gets everybody's right hand in the air, and they make that motion of a motorcycle starting up. Crowd absolutely goes insane. Singing along. Awesome live. Love it. Song number 15 is Dr. Feelgood. They go right into this one. Amazing live. The crowd sings the very beginning part. That da 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 da. The crowd is singing it. And like I said earlier, they're louder than the band. Absolutely incredible. Love it. At the end, Vince says, thank you, good night, and then the band leaves. Now we get to the encore, and that is song number 16, Home Sweet Home. Tommy starts this one playing piano. He actually has the piano right beside the drum kit. Unlike the grand piano, they actually scaled it down a little bit. As he's playing, the crowd starts singing pretty much the whole entire song. And it's freaking awesome. And Tommy just goes with it. And then he stops, and then he's just pounding his chest and pointing at the crowd. It's awesome. Then he starts it again with Mick comes out and slowly starts to play a little bit of guitar, and Nicky and Vince slowly come out as well. Vince starts to sing the first verse into the chorus, and the crowd sings along. Incredible. Like I mentioned last week, I love this version. This is probably my all-time favorite version of Home Sweet Home. Then they play it like normal. Love this version, like I said. Then at the end of the song, Vince says, thank you, good night, and as always, God bless. Then the band goes all the way up to the front on the ramp and takes a bow. Then they leave, and Tommy, you can tell, he doesn't want to leave the stage. He is so hyped up from this crowd. But he finally leaves, and as he leaves, the Frank Sinatra song My Way starts playing over the PA system, and that's the show. Like I said, this show is absolutely incredible. I'll post it in the comments section. I'll post it on Talking Crew Facebook page in case you've never seen this. If you haven't seen it in a while, go back and check this out. So that's, like I said, that's the show. Homework this week. Was you there? All my South American fellow crew fans. Was you guys there? And homework question number 2, have you seen this before? If so, write me a comment down below. And that's it for this week's episode. Next week's episode is episode 36. I'm going to take a little breather from the timeline. I'm kind of going to do something a little fun and a little off topic. I'm going to do a episode of guessing the set list for the Motley Crue 2024 tour, which kicks off May the 3rd, so just a couple of weeks away. So I thought it would be fun. I've seen other band fans guess the set list and stuff, and I thought, why not? There's a lot of us out here that are Motley Crue fans. So there's a lot of songs Motley has to play, or Vince, like Vince said, they'll get lynched if they don't play certain songs. So We got to put those in there. And I want your participation. So I'll come up with my idea of the set list and what I know they'll have to play, and maybe some songs that I think I would love for them to play. But that'll be next week. So, if you know anybody that is a Motley Crue fan, likes to talk about Motley Crue, hear about Motley Crue, send them this way. Hit that share button, copy the link, send it to them. Tell them go on Google, Firefox, YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, and tell them to type in Talking Crue. All the episodes will pop up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button yourself. Give me a thumbs up. That helps out the podcast a whole lot. I greatly appreciate it. I want to thank all my new subscribers on YouTube and Spotify. I want to thank everybody who's joined the Facebook page Talking Crue as well. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we're just getting going. I'm really excited. The next couple of weeks are going to be absolutely insane. So, I'll see you guys next Friday. And you just took a ride on the wild side.